Greetings, dwellers. Today on Meeples, we are doing a solo play of Dwellings of Eldervale. This is a big board game. However, it plays quick and simple-like, relatively speaking. This is one of the top 13 games of all time, according to me, the Groom. And it has a solo version. So as you may have seen from the previous year, that's what I'm doing. If it's on my top 13 and it has a solo version, I'm playing it solo. See how it goes. If you like how I'm doing that, go ahead and give me a like, give me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Alright, so how do you play Dwellings of Eldervale? I will explain how you normally play it, and then I will go over what the solo ghosts do. They do have a player reference I have off to the side just to remind myself what needs to happen. So on your turn, you are either going to place a unit or you are going to regroup. Your ready units are right here on your board. You start with 3 little worker guys. You can unlock a wizard, a warrior, or a dragon. You place them out. Your first worker can go on any unoccupied location. An occupied location, one that has a monster on it, which we have the Treant out already. And I'm playing with the sound bases because they're cool. So I can't put where the Treant is, and then when the ghost comes out, my first person couldn't go out where they were. Also, until I regroup, which I'll get to, you can't start a battle, so you can't go where someone else is, but you do have to go adjacent to yourself. He's out there. You then are going to do the action. So in these elemental tiles, you're just going to take one of the top 2 tiles here, or just the top tiles there. These rune tiles have different abilities. The dungeon is you will add another tile to the board, and you will get 2 dungeon cards. These cards over here, you have to take at least one. If you can't afford a second, you have to burn one. Basically, take one and put it upside down, or put it at the bottom of the pile. So you'll always do 2 cards, but you have to at least take one to your supply. To do these, you have to spend the cost up here in the corner, and they all do various things. That was the dungeon. The fortress is you can turn in 2 of any good, which are any of these down here, or magic cards. You do 2 of those to get 2 gold coins. Gold coins are considered wild. Mage Tower. You do 2 goods of any type, and that gives you 3 magic cards you can draw, which is right here. Wait, is it on any camera? Nope, not any camera. So let me pull them out. Here is the resource tray. So any magic cards. You'll draw 3, discard 1. You can do the mill, which is putting out a dwelling. If you look at these elemental tiles, they have these little dwelling corners. If you have a worker there, you can turn it into a dwelling. You spend the resources. You take this little village hat, you stick it on the guy, like so, and you put him in the dwelling, and you no longer have that worker for the rest of the game. But that gives you points and helps you in combat. So that is doing dwellings. That is the mill. The portal lets you summon your other units. You have a card here that shows you to get the dragon, you need to spend 2 gems and a scroll. The wizard is 2 potions and a scroll. The warrior is 2 tools and a sword. Then you have 3 more workers, and it's 1 of any good, 2 any good, 3 any good. So you'll be putting out the workers. Once you can't put out any workers, or you don't want to, you can regroup, which is 1 at a time. You take your workers from the board and bring them back. That is where some of these door cards come in. You'll see they have the little icon on them. And then also on your main card, you have 3 different locations you can bring them back to. When you bring them back, you put them on one of those things, and you do the action. So your card automatically has the summon, which is the portal's ability. So if you don't want to do the portal, when you bring one back, you can summon. Gather is, in this instance, you'll grab that tool. If I say grab this double diamond, I can put it in place of that tool, and when I go there, I get the 2 gems instead. Or you can do it where you do a dwelling. I'll go into some of this in more detail when I actually do it. This is kind of a brief overview. So that's regroup. There. After you do the first regroup, you're going to look here, and I will then take my last marker and put it on the glory track, which means battles will then start happening. We will get into those when we have that happen, because it will happen quite frequently. The other thing I want you to notice over here are this elemental board up here. This is the main way you score points at the end of the game, because everything's tied to the elemental track, and then where you are in the elemental track will determine how much that stuff's worth. So I started on the green elemental track because I have the green color, so that gives me 1 in here. The ghost started on the red because of the way they rolled and stuff, and I'll get into that in a minute. Alrighty. The other thing I'm going to mention about this camera here, you'll see these cards here. These actually belong to the ghost, but because of space constraints, I couldn't put them by the ghost. Just know these are his cards. And actually, it's because of this card, he's on the red track. So it'll be helpful if that's there. You'll notice down here the Underworld. In a battle, if I lose, my people go to the Underworld. I get a sword for each one that goes in there. When you do regroup, you bring them back from the Underworld, but they are not able to go on a location in your tableau. They just go back to your ready area. As you win battles, you'll go up the glory track, which will give you points and various things you can do. Like I said, there's a lot going on, but it actually plays quick and simple, as you'll see as it goes. So how the solo play goes. So I'm going to take a turn, and then the ghosts are going to take a turn. How they're going to do that is they're going to roll a die. When you roll a die, you're going to look to see where on this table it shows. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if this was the instance, you would take the worker and look at the card underneath and do what it says. Alright, the reason they started with the red is whenever they need to make a decision in regards to going up on elemental power or something to that effect, you are going to roll a die and consult where it lands over here. That one had landed on the 5, that's why they started with red. When they put their workers out, they are going, if they go on here, they take the top one and start filling over their track. If they go on one rune, nothing happens, but when they regroup, they get 2 points per. Score track you'll see up there. I started on 1 because I'm the first player. They started on 2 because they are the second player. The extra tokens around here are when we start going up on the other elemental tracks, which is going to be the 4 colors that we are using, which is also the 4 colors on here, and the 4 colors of monsters. I think that's enough to get us started. The other big thing is you have a max of 5 of resources, 7 magic cards, and 4 of these little tokens, which all fit into this nice tray here. You have the 4 tokens, you have all your supplies there. Alright, so I think I am going to do with my first worker. Do I want a double potion or a double gem? I think we're going to go double gem because I want to get the dragon. So I'm going to go here. So now normally if we weren't in peaceful times, which is what they consider it until you regroup the first time and initiate off of the peacefulness, normally if I had place here, I'd do the action and then the monster would rush in. And then we'd have a battle. But because we are in peaceful times, that doesn't happen. The other thing with the solo one is they have this watcher. He goes where I go. So he goes there, and the solo player cards reference the watcher when you go to look on things. So I am going to take that double diamond, or double gem, and put it right there. That's it. That was my turn. There are free actions, which is you can discard those tokens to gain the actual resources. You can slot a treasure token on a tableau card, which is that whole thing I was talking about up there. You can play a spell card. Didn't really have any to do right now. You can complete a quest. That's also in your hand. Hire a mercenary. We're not playing with those. Or restore an exhausted tactics token. We're not playing with those either. You can also perform an orb action. I'll go over those when I get an orb. We now go to the ghost turn. So they are going to roll a die. It's a 5. They're going to place their worker. We're going to look at the card. They're going to the mage tower. And they gain 2 magic cards. So when they gain magic cards, they just go in this pile. Anytime they gain resources, they'll grab magic cards, and those will be points at the end of the game. So that's all they do. This will go to the bottom of the deck. Again, I'm kind of tight on space, so here, we'll do this, and we'll just put the deck off to the side where you cannot see it. Just know it's there. So they get a replacement card, and my turn. Alright, so now that I have a worker out there, I need to place my next worker adjacent to him, which leaves the dungeon or the dark area up here. Or I could go where the monster is. Doesn't trigger a battle yet because we're in peaceful times. I think I'm going to go up here because I'm going to work my way up here and hope that he doesn't get it. Looking at his cards, he shouldn't. So we'll place my worker here. Watcher moves with. We get this token. And I think that will be it. So, ghost turn. Dang it. He rolls a 4. So we look here. He is going to go, we look at the watcher. He goes in this spot because it shows the watcher. He goes here. So he grabs this green elemental token, like so. And then down here he's going to get a new adventure card. So to determine what adventure card he's going to get, we are going to roll the d6. We get a 3. So he's going to take the Death's Door. The Death's Door from this one. And because it's got a dark symbol, he goes up to the first space on the dark. And let's flip over the next card. Corrosive Breath. Each opponent must discard 1 treasure token. That's not going to be very helpful for me. So this gets discarded, and a new card comes out. Alright, my turn. Alright, so I know I wanted to go for those 2 potions initially, but I think instead I'm going to go over to the fortress because I want to look at doing something here in the near future. And we are going to discard 2 of any good. So I know I don't want this magic card, so that's 1. And this magic card. So we're just going to discard those 2, which gives me 2 gold coins. And as I said, gold coins are wild. So that was my turn. Now the ghost's turn is a 3. They are going to go to the fortress. So normally there would be a battle. There isn't one though because we are in peaceful times. Then they're going to reshuffle the ghost deck. So that goes in the discard pile. We then are going to reshuffle the ghost deck and deal out a new card. And then it's going to be regroup time for me. And I need to decide what I want to do with that. And there we go. They get a new card. Alright, regroup. So let's grab him back, and he's going to gather, which will give me a tool. And then, I think we're going to bring him back to summon. We are going to spend 2 tools and a sword to bring out my warrior. Oh, I brought back one of theirs. I meant to bring back mine. Where was he? Pretty sure he was in the dungeon. I remember going there and saying that he didn't get anything, but he got 2 points. Because he got a green. From there... Yeah, I'm going to guess he was probably in the dungeon. Yeah, we'll go with that. I mean, worst case scenario, he gets 2 points when he shouldn't have. That's my own fault. So we brought him back to summon, and we just bring the other guy back here and bring them in. So that is me. So now I have regrouped, which means I now put myself on the glory track, and we will now have battles. So they will go first. So that's a 1. So they go next to the Watcher. The Watcher didn't move because I didn't go anywhere. Then they'll get a new adventure card. A 2, they're going to grab a green one, which puts them on the green track with me. And the Forgotten Mine. When you place a unit in any Earth realm, gain a tool. That might not be too bad. Alright, now, they put them in there. We are out of peaceful times, so the monster rushes in. The Ancient Treant. So his special power is as long as he's in Eldervale, this would produce 1 extra magic card. He gets 5 dice to attack. Right now, they have 2 workers, which each have 1 dice. However, whenever there's a battle, his other workers will join in. So now he gets another die. So it's 5 dice to 3 dice. Alright, so you got a 6, a 3, and a 1. Then you put these in. 5, 3, 3, 2. His highest is a 6, his highest is a 5. So he actually beats the Treant. So now, if we beat the Treant, we would either go up on the glory track here or on the elemental track. They always choose to go up the elemental track. So they're going to go up 1 more on the green track, and he is defeated. So he goes up there back with the other guys. He may come out later. Actually, let's put him out over here. There is ways for monsters to come back out, or for you even to dominate the monsters. Alright, so that was his turn. We now go to my turn. Alright, I think we are going to go up here to grab that double potion. So I will mention, the special ability of all warriors in the game is aggression, which means if they are the first one to put down, you technically can put him where there is somebody and a battle would ensue. But we are just going to come up here to grab the double potion, like so. And the Watcher moves up to where I went. Alrighty, their turn. Alright, so they will roll their die. A 5. Their little worker guy comes out. He's going to go down right there. Wait, no, sorry, where the Watcher is. He's going to try and go up. There is no tile, so he goes on my spot, and we will have a battle, which is not looking good for me. He goes there and gets a new adventure card. A 6. He grabs this one. Goes onto the dark track. So he is on all 4 tracks now. And the Rotten Bog. When you place a unit in any Chaos Realm, gain a potion. Alright, so we did his stuff. We'll discard that, put out a new card. And now we're going to do a battle. Whenever there's a battle, so let's go through these steps on the sheet, just to walk you through them. So first join. Begin with the player to the left. Each player move any. I don't have anyone adjacent. They always move in. So he brings in all of his guys. Determine battle dice. So right now he has 4. I have 1. You can then spend swords to get additional dice, and then you roll them. I do not have any swords to spend. I have gold coins to spend as swords, but I'm choosing not to. And none of my magic cards help me. Alright, so we are going to roll their 4 against my 1. And they easily win because they have a 6, a 5. My highest is a 4. I get sent to the Underworld, but I do get a sword. And the other thing that happens is they go up on the glory track, which gives them 2 points. Alright, well that did not go as I had hoped or planned or wanted. So now it is my turn to go with a wide open board. I kind of want to go punch their guy in the face now. To the dungeon. Can I get one of these cards? I don't have 2 tools. I technically have 3 potions, but corrosive breath isn't good. Rotten bog wouldn't be bad. So yeah, we are going to go to the dungeon. We are going to send my warrior to the dungeon. So right now, to determine the dice, I have 2. They only have 1. Actually, before we do the battle, you do the action first. So I will add a new tile and then deal with 2 of the cards over here. So we flip over the tile. It is a monster tile and red. We're actually going to put it here because I have a plan that hopefully doesn't get ruined. We have the volcanic terror. Who's out now. So he has Inferno. As long as the Volcanic Terror is in Eldervale, all magic cards may be used as if they were fireball spells, which adds 2 battle dice. And he has fire resistance, so you cannot use them against him. So there is his card right there. But we are doing the battle in the dungeon. Oh, the 2 cards over here. So I'm going to spend my 2 potions to get the Rotting Bog. And then that doesn't flip over until the end. Then is there anything else I want to buy? No. So I'm actually going to burn this Corrosive Breath. So that goes under. And we flip the next one up. And because I bought the Rotting Bog, I now go up on the purple track. And to the board now. Oh, let's see. And the new card over here is the Toxic Tunnels. So this instance you'd get it and you'd put 2 there, but this would have to be the dragon that goes there. Alright, let's see if my knight can pull this off. Do I want to add any? It's 2 on 1. I am going to spend my sword to make it a 3 on 1. And roll it. He got a 1. That was a low roll by me, but a lower roll by him. So he gets sent to the Underworld. He does not get a sword. Instead, what happens if the battle happens on the main map, you add a sword for all the ones in there. I go up 1 on the glory track, which gives me 2 points. Like so. Alrighty. So I did the action. I fought. It is now the ghost's turn. They rolled a 1. Oh, forgot to move the watcher here. So they would want to put up 1 there. They cannot, so they put it there. He will rush in, which will trigger a battle, and they're going to place a new realm. So it's another monster. And, let's go ahead and stick this one way over here. And now we have the Death Reaper out. Over here. Oh, and then one thing I forgot to do is, you'll see these down here. We brought out a red tile. So we grab these red tokens and we bring them over and put them on the tile. And now we have the next black tile. So these come out and go on the black tile. What's nice is if you look up top here, that shows what you'll be getting from those. Alright, so he goes out there, which has the monster rush in. I, however, am going to play a card. I'm going to spend my 2 coins as 2 swords. And I'm going to play Capture. Play when a monster rushes into a realm that contains one of your units. Dominate the monster. What that means is the volcanic terror is now under my control. We will now still do the battle. So with me dominate him, he comes right into my ready area. So I will be able to place him out as if he were one of my units. Him and I will still do battle though. So I have 2 dice. He's got 1 and 1 for his Underworld. He rolled a 1-2. I rolled a 5-3, so I win. So his other guy comes now to the Underworld. I go up on the track, which gives me 1 of any good. I am going to grab a scroll because I want to get my dragon and wizard out soon. So that was their turn. Moving on to my turn. The Death Reaper's out over there. We may have monster on monster action here at some point. We'll see. Put out a worker here, which gives me that tool. And that's it. Ghost turn. They roll a 5. Their dragon's coming out. So the Watcher's right there. So Watcher, he wants them to go here. They take the leftmost. Goes right there. And this card gets discarded. I think I forgot to discard this one. So actually this should be there. And that should be there. Okay. My turn. So I have a Volcanic Terror and a worker I can put out. So let's put a worker right there and grab that one. So now I'm at 4, but at any time I can turn one of those in. And yeah, that's me. Ghost eat ghost. 6, their wizard's coming out. I did not move him again, did I? Nope. Alright, so his wizard is going to go here. And then he's going to attempt to construct a dwelling. But they don't have any workers around him, so that is not happening. But we are going to have a fight. So, first I can bring people in. I know his dragon's coming in. Do I bring my other guys in and just hope for the best? And if he kills everyone, well, I want to keep him there so I can do the dwelling. We'll bring him in. His dragon comes in, and then we battle. I have no swords I want to spend. So, alright. He gets 3 from the dragon, 1 from the wizard. I get 2 from my warrior, 1 from my worker. And roll it up. So 4, 4, 1, 5. So I lost. So my guys come over here to the Underworld. I get 2 swords for that. 1 and 2. He goes up on the glory track, which gives him a resource, so he just gets a magic card. Done. So that was his turn. So now it's my turn. So at the end of my turn, if the warrior is still in the Underworld, I can move it to an unoccupied realm if I so choose. He's probably going to regroup unless he rolls a 1, 2, or 3. So there's a 50% chance he regroups. So do I want to just go and grab a token? I'm going to switch in my token for a magic card. At the end of the game, this card is worth 2 points for each different type of elemental realm in which you have a dwelling. We'll see if that happens. Yeah, because I don't have anyone to bring back that would let me do the dwelling right now. So let's bring out Volcanic Terror Man. And he's going to go, I think, right here. To grab that one. Like so. Ghost turn, roll it up. 5. So he is going to regroup. So when he regroups, he gains 2 points for each ghost unit in a rune, 1 for each unit in the Underworld. And then you return them all to his mat, arranging them on the lowest numbered spaces. So that kind of matters. If he starts dwelling, he'll have less people further on. So he gets 2, 4, 5, 6 points. So that puts him up to 10. And then he gets nothing for these guys out here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Him, there, and 6. And that was his turn. He regrouped. So now my turn. Oh, at the end of my turn, I should have brought the warrior out. The watcher would have moved here. And we're just going to put the warrior there. I don't think he triggers it. I think you just put him, you just move him there. My turn, I am going to regroup. So we are going to bring him, and he is going to, we're going to do a dwelling. So we spend 2 tools. So we'll spend our 2 tokens here as 2 tools to do a dwelling. So we put the little hat on him, like so. He goes there. For a dwelling, you get 2 points for every rune tile next to it and 2 points for every dwelling next to it. So this one's only going to get me 4 points for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. However, you'll notice a symbol on there, so that will also push me up. Oh, that actually put me on the darkness track. Done. Then I can bring back the monster. And let's go ahead and summon. Use him to summon our dragon. Let's bring our dragon out. So we spend our 2 gems and a scroll. Now we have the dragon. And my Underworld guys come back. These guys come back. So the dragon has flight. So what he is when you put him out, he can go up to 2 spaces away from one of your people that's already out. And then mine is a vicious beast, so when he rolls any die result that result in a 1, I can re-roll them in battle. Alright, Ghosty, where are you going? And 1. So he's going to try to go there. He can't. He goes here. Grabs that green one, which gives him a magic card. And then he's going to place a new realm out. And let's put this one. I'm going to go right over here, I think. And that takes 2 black ones. So all the black tiles are out now. So this one has 3 in it. The one next to it's only going to have 2 because of the ones that the ghost starts off with. His card gets discarded, flip over a new one, and my turn, huh? So many choices. Alright, let's hope this works. I'm going to put my worker up here, which gives me this. And because of my Rotting Bog, when I place a unit in a Chaos Realm, I gain a potion. Done. Ghost is going with 5. Oh, Watcher comes up by me up here. 5 is where the Watcher is. Nope, go up there. So he's going to cause a fight. He's going to look at constructing a dwelling. Alright, so typically we'd have a battle. But because they want to construct a dwelling, they'll first do that. So there is a worker where the Watcher is. There is no dwelling there, so he took this one from me. So he goes on there. He gets 4 points and moves up 1 on that track. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And he moves up 1 here. So he took my move from me. Not nice. So discard and draw. I don't know why I took that one there. There we go. Another construct dwelling, huh? No, I think I do. Let's fly in here to the fire one, and let's grab the gem token. That way I'm setting myself up if there's some kind of battle going on. Ghosty Ghost will roll a 2. He will go to the dungeon, get a new adventure card for darkness. So he grabs the Foul Crypt, goes up one more on darkness, and reveals dark. Aura. When you regroup, the attached card may be activated by a unit returning from the Underworld. So Aura is you would basically attach it to one of your cards, and then as it says, it would trigger. You can trigger it from someone from the Underworld. You know what? We're doing it. Why not, right? So we do the action first. I want to bring out another worker. So let's go ahead and spend a potion to summon my worker, who comes out to my ready area. And then this monster will rush in, and his ability is after a battle is triggered with the Death Reaper, additional units may not join the battle. So my little worker guy can't come in here. So the Death Reaper has 4 dice. My monster has 5 dice, and then I'm going to spend a sword to make it a full 6. So it's 6 on 4. Alright, so he's got a 6, I got a 6. He's got a 4, I got a couple of 5s. Why didn't it move? There we go. 5, 5, 3, 1, 1, 6, 4, 4, 2. So he destroys him. Death to him. Alright, so now with that battle, I can choose either to go up the glory track or go up the darkness track. If I go up on the glory track, I can go up on any track. I think I will push myself up on glory, which will let me push myself up somewhere else. Which, let's go ahead and push myself up on green. There we go. And he is now dead as well. Yay, Volcanic Terror. You are awesome. I love heavy monsters. And Ghosty. 5. The worker is, so there's that guy. The worker is going to go next to the watcher. Attempt to do a dwelling. He won't because there's already a dwelling there. There's no one around him. So this time we will have a battle. And he has no one to come in. I'm bringing the Volcanic Terror in. You guys ruined my dwelling plan, so he's coming in at you. So that is 6 dice, 1 for my worker, 1 for him. He gets 1 measly die. Oh, actually, I would get 1 more for my dwelling, but you can only have a total of 6, so I am at max capacity. And I have a 5, he has a 4, so we do smush him to the Underworld. That moves me one more up on the glory, and I get an orb. I'm pretty sure that's where these go. Oh, that's where I put them. Right in there. There's my orb. So now that I have an orb, what does an orb do, you may ask? Well, an orb, I can do a few things. I can place it on an orb reward space, which is these up here as a free action, so I can get points, magic cards, or supplies. I can slot an orb as a tableau input. Certain cards might ask for them. Certain ones of these cards might have a spot that shows an orb, which is usually I'll turn something in for something, then it'd be free. Or certain cards get more powerful if you put an orb in it, which would be empower a tableau card or permanently hire a mercenary, but we're not playing with those. Alrighty, so that was his turn. Now it is Amaya turn again. I don't have 3 tools, so I can't do one there. I would optimally like to have one there. So do I put my worker in? Yeah, because I can bring my dragon in. So we are going to put my worker in here. I just get one tool. So yeah, I'm going to bring my dragon in. So I have 3, 4, 5 to his 1. And I crush him. Bink. Over the Underworld, I go up 1 on the glory track. I get a resource of my choosing. Got my dragon out. I need to get my wizard, so let me grab another potion. Like so. And that was me placing my dude out there. His turn. A 3. So the Watcher would have came down here. He comes in here instead. He would get a resource, so he gets a magic card. Let's see what his adventure card is. A 1. He gets a green one. The Forgotten Mine. So he goes up 1 on the green, like so. Flip over that card. Alright. That new one that just came out, Wild, looks pretty nice. When you gain the benefit of the attached card, also gain a coin. We are going to put out my worker right there. And let's grab a tool. Done. Ghost turn. 2. So he moves here. Tries to go here. Can't. So he comes up here. So he will grab this one. Normally he'd go left, but there's nothing there. So he grabs a red one, which gives him a magic card. Done. 2. And he gets a new adventure card. A 6, so he gets a purple one. Goes up on the purple track, and a new purple card is revealed. Shifting Wall. It's a wall. Each time an opponent moves up the chaos track, gain a potion. Nifty. Well, now we have us a battle. So right now he's at 2. I'm at 2, or, yep, 2. I'm at 2. I'm going to bring my dragon in. So I'm at 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to his 2. Oh, wait, he'll bring this guy in. So that's 3. And then he has 3 in there. So he's actually going to have 6 die to my 5. Let's make it an even 6 on 6 by spending a sword. Alright, so we have 6, 5, 5, 3, 4. His highest is a 4. My dragon will be rolled at. So I decimate him, knocking them all out. And that'll push me up on the glory, which will push me up on a track. I'm going to keep pushing myself up on the green one. Yep, we are going to regroup. So I know I want to do a dwelling. Wait, I just realized I can only do one dwelling with my actions. My dragon's out there, so I can't get to the mill yet. So we'll just do one. Let's go ahead. We'll bring him back to do the dwelling. We're going to spend the 1 tool to make this guy here a dwelling. Pop him there, push me up the green track. And that's going to give me 2, 4, 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. And next we're going to bring back him. Can we summon my wizard? Yep. Summon. 2. And a scroll to bring out the wizard. And he is going to gather, so he gets a tool. And my big monster comes back. And there was nowhere he could go, and then everyone comes back here. Bloop, 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 bloop. And there. Alright. Ghost will roll a 1, so he is about to regroup. He's got no one on the board, so everyone comes back from the Underworld. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, warrior. So there we go. He now has one less person here because of his dwelling out there. Alright, now I have all my workers. Where am I going to go? I think we're going to go with the dungeon with my dragon. So we get a tile out. Ooh, it's the Arcane Thrasher. Where do I want to put him? You know, let's get him right in there. And so he goes there. Stack of purple. And his card comes out. So when you battle him, if you roll 5 or more dice, you must discard a random magic card from your hand. That is not fun, nice, or pleasant. I don't think I really said how the game ends. So the game will end when the tiles run out, or I place my last dwelling. So once that's triggered, whoever triggers it will, or everyone else will get another turn, including the person who triggered it. So if I triggered it, the ghost would go and I would go again. And let's see where I go from here. Wait. Nope, I only did the tile. Magic cards, or door, these cards over here. I think I'm going to spend 3 tools to grab the wild. And I think we're going to burn this darkness card and come up with the unstable portal. So when you bring that back, choose one monster in Eldervale or destroyed monster. Roll a die. 1, 2, 3, return it to its lair. 4, 5, 6, dominate the monster. Oh, I think I might be trying to get that one. I want more monsters. More monsters. So my wild card does push me up the green track, which is going to give me an orb. And then I'm going to actually attach this to my Rotten Bog. Correction, I cannot put on my Rotten Bog because that's a passive effect. I need to have an active effect, kind of like the Gather, but I can just have it wait over here until I'm ready for it. Kind of like that unstable portal. And so I went, did that, and ghost turn. 1. They go to the dungeon, so we're going to have a fight. And they get a new adventure card. With a 5, they're going to grab the red one, which pushes them up on the red track. And we are going to battle. He is going to fight my dragon, who's at a 3, 4. Because of my dwelling. He is at a 1. And I took him out with a 5. So that moves me up on the glory, which gives me another orb. I am flush with the orbs. Flush, I say. Flush. Flushy, flush, flush, flush. Next up is my turn. Wait, discard that. Bring out the next one. I think I want to do a dwelling there. So I know for sure let's put a worker there. And let's grab that coin one there. And that is that. Ghost. 3. He's got another worker coming out. Watcher move there. He comes there, and they are going to do a dwelling. So we will not have the fight. But he took, again, where I wanted to go for my dwelling. And that gives him 2 points. That is aggravating on many levels. many, many levels. Alright, do I instead go to that one? I mean, that's not going to give me many points. Unfortunately, the runes kind of came in here. That needs 3 tools. I'll figure that out as we go. Go there. There's at least 1 tool. And we're going to just turn this one in for the gold coin, so I have room for stuff. Alright. 6. Oh, I forgot to put out new. And this is when bad things happen. Alright. So, first he moves there. He goes to the portal. Choose 1 destroyed monster and return it to its lair. Any units or other monsters in the lair are sent to the Underworld. Let's go ahead and bring back... the Ancient Treant was actually helpful. So let's bring him back. And he died pretty quick. And there's no one there, so no one goes to the Underworld. Or I could put my warrior in there and bring everyone in to fight it. Yeah, we're going to put my warrior here to grab this. And that's going to trigger a battle. So he's going to run in, like so. I'm going to have my dragon fly in. So I'm going to be at 1, 2, 3. I'm already at 6, so we'll just stop there. And he is at... The Treant is at... Where's the Treant card? There it is. Treant card is 5. So 5, 3, 2, 2, 1. I have a 6. So we destroy the Treant. I am maxed out on green already, so we'll push myself up on the glory track, which gives me 2 resources. I said I need tools and potions. We will grab the 2 tools. And he is back out of the game. Like so, like so, like this and like that. Get the dice back in. Move those back over there. And Ghosty Ghost with the mosty most rolls a 2. Let's see, I went there. Watcher moves in here. Is he going to hurt me again? Nope. So the 2 takes him here. He grabs the green, which gives him a card. He's going to take a dark card. Push them up on the dark track. Cloud of Death. Alright, so here's one where you can see the orb symbol up here. When you regroup, gain 1 point if you have any units in the other world. If you have an orb on this card, gain 3 instead. Well, I don't plan on dying, so I don't care about that card. Alright, do I have... So I have the tools for that. So actually I'm going to turn this in to get that tool so I make sure I'm good there. I technically could have the potions to get my card. Alright, I think Mr. Volcanic Terror is going to come up here and grab that. In fact, we're just going to turn that in for the potion and gem right now. Come on. There we go. And that was it for him. Nothing madness happens up there. Mr. Watcher moves with him. And ghost turn. 6. So the wizard's going to the fortress. And then we reshuffle the deck. Ooh, he's bringing the monster back out. Alright. Wizard teleports to the dungeon. Doesn't have to teleport, it's right next to it. So we put out a tile. We have the red tile. Let's see, I was planning on doing one here. So yeah, let's stick that red bad boy right in there. Grab the last stack of red tokens on there. And then 2 cards. So we're doing the Unstable Portal. So that is a potion and 2 tokens that have potions. And we're going to put that on top of that wild card. And then, do I want the Arcane Inferno? I think so. Let's grab that. So let's spend our 3 gems to grab the Arcane Inferno. And then that's going to push me up 1 more here. And 1 more on, or put me on the red. I haven't even been on the red yet. And my area is getting pretty full. Catapults and Poison Scimitars. So the catapults is the dwellings add 1 additional battle die, and the Poison Scimitars, after I lose a battle, that opponent must choose one of their units that fought and move it to the Underworld. Alright, so now we're out here in this madness that is going on. That is my play area because of everything. So I went there. I did the tile. I did those. No battle. Watcher moved with me. They roll a 4. So they're going to go to the Mage Tower and gain 2 magic cards. But then they're bringing the Arcane Thrasher in for a battle. And his wizard comes in with him. So he gets 1 for the worker, 1 for the wizard. He's got 1 worker in the Underworld. The Arcane Thrasher has 5 dice. So he rolls 3, 3, 2. Arcane Thrasher rolled 3 5s. So they are both a dunzo. And the Arcane Thrasher is now out and towards me. I just realized I have that stack upside down. There we go. Alright, it is regroup time for me. For me. Well, I know I'm doing a dwelling there. So let's just go ahead and bring him back and do the dwell. So that's going to cost me 3 tools. 1, 2, and 3. Put a hat on him. Moves me up 2 on the dark. Like so. And gives me just the 2 points. But that's fine. Alright, now I can bring more back. We're doing that Unstable Portal. So roll a die, 1, 2, and 3, return it to its lair. I'm going to choose the Arcane Thrasher. It's a 4. I dominate him. Yes. So now I have 2 monsters. Fear my monsters. Fear them. And that triggers that, so I get a gold coin. Like so. I'm going to summon. I have all I have is gold coins. Alright, so if I wanted to summon them, that would cost me my 2 coins. Actually, no. We're going to take an orb. And let's throw it up here for 3 swords. And then we will bring one back and go to summon and spend 2 swords so I can get out a worker. And we'll bring the dragon back and he will gather, so he will get us a tool. And bring back my other big monster guy. And I'm pretty sure that's it. That's all my guys out there. There we go. And Ghosty Ghost, because I'm done regrouping. Rolls a 6, so he is going to regroup. Nothing happens here. He gets 2 points for that. And then his Underworld. So this goes on 1, 2, 3, fighty, wizard. And his regroup. My turn. So for my 1 card that wants me to have the 3 different types, we are going to put a worker here so I can make him into a dwelling. It's going to need a potion. This gives me a potion, so I know I'm set for there as long as they don't come in and beat me up. Watcher comes in. And here's where they mess with me and dwell there. 2, where the Watcher is, and up. And they get an adventure card, a 3, a dark card. Pushes them up. They're almost to the top of that one. Let's go ahead and go in with my warrior. So I'll first do that. I'll spend that potion that I just got. And I'll make him a dwelling, which gives me 4 points for the 2 rooms next to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm ahead of him for a change. Oh, I forgot to get my potion when I went there last turn. Potion. Done. And did the actions. Now we are going to fight. So I get 2 for him, 1 for the dwelling, and let's go ahead and spend a sword against his measly 1. And I defeated him. I'm going to finally remember to play Clash of Steel. You must win a battle with your warrior. Gain 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to grab another 2 because I'm at the end here, so I just keep getting 2 points. I think we're going to go magic cards here soon, because I only got a couple of prophecies, which are the end of game, and I should get both of those. So let's get some magic cards going next. So I went there, beat him up, did my stuff. His turn. Three. He goes to the dungeon. Gets a new adventure card in a darkness. Alright, so that does push him up. He gets the orb, goes to the orb rewards, gives him 1, 2, 3. And that was that, yep. And did that. I wanted magic cards. We'll put my worker right there in the mage tower. Get rid of 2 supplies. I'll get rid of my tool and my potion to draw 3 and discard 1. So we got Rise of the Hero. To complete this, you must win a battle against a monster with a single worker. Pretty sure we're going to discard that one. So I have 2 prophecies. At the end of the game, discard for 3 points if your marker is on the final space of the glory track or on a higher number. Already there. Legendary. At the end of the game, discard for 3 for each card in your tableau with a cost of 4 or more resources. I don't even have 1 yet. But we'll see about getting at least 1 of them. Because I kind of want that catapult. So that's 2 tools and 2 gems. So that's what I'm looking forward to going to next. After, they go. A 3. So I went to the mage tower. He's going to go there and attempt to construct a dwelling. He cannot. He does grab this, however, and that goes right there. Alright. So my turn. What did I say I wanted? I need gems and tools. There's 2 tools up there. I have my wizard. Wizard's going to teleport to grabbing my 2 tools. I technically have 2 coins that could be 2 gems. Nifty. Ghost. 5. Oh, I keep forgetting to switch those cards out. I'm pretty sure I forgot a few times. He's going to the mage tower, so we're going to have us a fight. Gain 2 magic cards. And then let's battle. So his warrior for sure comes in. You know what? Let's bring my warrior in. This should be fun. So he gets 2 for the warrior, 1 for his worker, 1 for his worker in the Underworld. I get 2 for my warrior, 1 for my worker, and 1 each for my 2 dwellings. I have a 5, he has a 5. I have a 4, he has a 4. I have a 4, he has a 4. I have a 2, he has a 2. I have a 1, he has nothing. So I won that one. 2 more points because I'm at the max with the glory tracker. Whew. Thank you, Dwellings. If it's a tie, everyone loses. Yeah, we're going to do the dungeon. Add a tile out. It's a double green. Let's go ahead and stick that over here. I think I'm going to try and dwell in there next so I can get some points on there. That costs 3 tools. Everything's tools. Why am I going upside down? There we go. Done, done, done. Doing a battle. So, I'm going to leave my wizard there, just in case things get squirrely. Oh, I get my cards first. 2 tools, spend my 2 gold coins as 2 gems. And this is actually going to help me in the long run, because I get my catapults, which pushes me up on the red. And I'm going to burn the poison scimitar. Ooh, temporal flux. Alright, so let's look at a couple here. Temporal flux. Each turn you may reroll 1 die. Pyromancy. If you have an orb on this card, choose 1 adventure card in the dungeon. Discard it and gain points equal to the number of resources in the cost of the discarded card. Ooh, and I have a couple of orbs to spare. That is going to be tempting. That's 4 gems, though. Alright, we do the battle. He has no one come in. I get 3 for my dragon, and because of my catapult, I get 2 for each dwelling, which fits me at max. He's got a little 1. He's got 2 workers in there, and the warrior, and a dwelling. So it is 6 on 6. I did no 1s, so let's see. We got 3, 3, 4... and 3 6s. 1 6. He gone. 2 points. There we go. Alright. Ghosty ghost. 3. Regrouping. No one out there. Everyone's in the Underworld. I keep killing him. 1, 2, 3. Dude. My turn. I have 2 monsters. So Arcane Thrasher, you're actually going to come out here to get those 2 gems. Ghost. 3. So he's going to be there. He's going to attempt to go there. Nope, but he's going to go and fight the Arcane Thrasher, which is no good. So Arcane Thrasher is going to be maxed because of my dwellings. And he's going to be at 2. And I have 2 6s, so he's gone 2 points. So he's going to come out and grab... Let's grab this coin. Like so. Alright, pull back. So first thing we're going to do is let's go and gather, which will give me a tool. Then we're going to pull back and summon. So spend the tool and the 2 potions to bring out my last worker. Done. Then I don't want to get rid of any of my magic cards because they're all giving me points. Oh, that's only going to give me 3 points. So I'm going to slot this in there. Bring back a worker. I'm going to discard the... Where'd he go? The one that gives me 3 points for ones that have 4 or more. I mean, I only have 1, but that's going to give me 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And a gold coin. Catapult is always active. Can't do a dwelling. Let's bring back my monster. Bring back my monster. Bring back the dragon. You know, we're going to go there just to get the coin. And let's go with the Treant. And the Treant comes back to his home. So we have a monster out now. Yay! Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Alright, Ghosty Ghost with the mosty most is rolling a 6. Puts his wizard on the portal. And he's bringing back out the other monster. So we can have some fun out here if we really want to now. And there's that. Alright, we're going to do some fun. So the Arcane Thrasher has aggression. So he's just going to come in and take on the Death Reaper. Because I want those 2 tools. So Arcane Thrasher will have 5 dice. And the Death Reaper has 4. 5 dice. I don't have a dwelling nearby. Yep, so 5 against 4. So my Arcane Thrasher is gone. Oh well. He did what I needed him to do. Alright. That was that. Ghost time. Worker. So I actually went up here. What I roll 5. He's going to attempt to put it there. Nope, he's going there. Oh, he's about to get hurt. And then he gets a new adventure card. That fell all the way to the floor. A 3. A darkness. There, he can't go up anymore in darkness. Buried alive. When you regroup, if your warrior is in the Underworld, you may still use it to activate 1 tableau card. Cool. So he does a battle. He rushes in. He's got 3 dice because the wizard, the worker, and 1 in the Underworld. Oh wait, nope. Forces cannot join. I forgot. After battle's triggered. So he's only got the 1 and 2 for the Underworld against the 4 of the Death Reaper. Death Reaper killed him. Kaputsville. And that was this one. I mean, monster on monster again. So I will discard my 2-tool token. And because he's here, we draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only have to discard 1. Raise dead. To complete this quest, you must have at least 1 gold in your supply. Gain 1 for each gold. There's the fireball. Play your turn, discard any number of magic cards from your hand, and draw magic cards equal to the amount discarded plus 1. Let's get rid of Raise Dead. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm still good there. Alright, bring it, Treant. So the Treant has 5. I'm going to roll all 6, 5 for the terror, and then I have all those dwellings around him. I have a 6, he has a 6. I have a 5, he does not. So even if that wasn't a 5, I would have still beat him. So Treant is now gone. I get 2 points for the glory track. Alright. This usually isn't this much madness and chaos. It's just because the solo and all the rolling, and I'm just kind of grouped in here. Ghost is a 5. So he is going to go... Let's see, where is that watcher? He's going to attempt to go there. He can't. He goes there. He's going to attempt to dwell. He cannot. So instead we have a battle. He's going to roll 3 to my 6. And I got him. And another 2 points. I'm doing pretty good compared to him up there. So I think the first thing we do is Swirling Vision. Play on your turn, discard any number of magic cards, draw equal to the amount discarded +1. So I'm discarding 3, so I'm going to draw 4. I didn't like those ones that I had. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lead the Horde. Complete this quest, you must roll 6 dice in battle. I've been doing that a lot. Plague. Play on your turn. Move all units in Eldervale to the Underworld. For each potion a player spends, it's not that fun. Another Fireball. Polymorph. Play on any player's turn. Choose one unit in your ready area and swap it for one of your units in Eldervale. That might be helpful. We'll see how this goes. Now where do I go? You know, I think I'd like to get the last Dwellings out, but I think I'm just going to trigger this. I'm going to put my wizard there to put out the last tile. Let's put that right up there. That's going to put out these last token tiles. Token tile piles. And then I can do 2 cards over here. I am going to take one of my orbs, put it on this one to get the 2 gems, and spend a coin as a gem to get the temporal flux, which will push me up 1 here. So I'm going to put my orb up here, 2 tools, and spend this as the 3rd tool to grab Buried Alive, which will push me up 1 more on there. Alright, so that was that action. The game end is triggered, so they're going to go 1 more time, and then I will go 1 more time. Their final one is a 6, which is just a regroup action. So they get 2 points for being in the portal, and then we bring back their Underworld people. So 1, 2, 4, wizard. So that was their last action. And now we do my last action. Is there anything worthwhile to do? Yeah, let's just regroup. Go there. Discard the magic card for 1, 2, 3. Gold coin. We'll get a tool. That's a scroll. Get a tool. I put him there. And that was it. Alright, so now we go into final scoring. Alright, so let's do the ghost final scoring first. So he scores the position of the ghost player markers on each elemental track. So he's at 5, 9, 13, 16. So that puts him at 40. Dwellings. Like a living player, adventure cards. Unlike a living player, the ghost scores all of their adventure cards regardless of the number of dwellings they have. So the adventure cards are going to be worth points for the symbol and how much and where they are on the track. So let's get these organized by type. Alright, so darkness, he's at 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That gives him 30, which puts him at 70. Then we have 2 fire. He's at 3, so that's 6. So 76. He's got 2 purple, so that gives him 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 2 green. He's at 4, so another 8. So 92. Magic cards are 1 point, and then we'll get to his dwellings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So another 15 to 92 puts him at 107. So he's all the way up here at 107. And then the dwellings, we'll look at that scoring so we make sure we get everything right because I'm going to have to do it for myself. Alright, so the dwellings scored by the position on the elemental track. So he's got a fire, which gives him... I just realized we didn't move him up on his track for fire. So move him up 2 more. So that's going to give him 1, 2, 3 more points. 1, 2, 3. And then his dwelling there is going to give him 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. His dwelling up there, let's make sure we did that one right. He should be at 1, 2, 3 steps up. 1, 2, 3. Yep, we're good there. So that will give him 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you see, there's a lot of endgame scoring, especially for him. Alright. My turn. What do I all score? I can't remember. Does he score for these? I don't think he does. I think those were just helping to move along. Right? Because it didn't say that. Elemental power, dwellings, adventure cards, magic cards, nothing on the back. Yep, so he's good. Alrighty. Unspent orbs, I have none. Elemental power markers position. 4, 8, 13, 16. Puts me at 57. Dwellings. Alright, so I have 1. So that's going to give me 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a green. That gives me 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 2 in the darkness, which gives me 8. 74. Tableau cards. Score your starter card, adventure cards. There is a limit, however, to the number of adventure cards that may be counted for this scoring. For each dwelling you have built, you may score up to 3 adventure cards of any element. So I built 4, so I can count 12 adventure cards. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have plenty of opportunity to count all of them. So purple, that's going to give me 12 points. So we are at 86. Darkness, I'm at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Green, including my starting one, is 2 of them, so that's 10. I'm at 100. And then 2 red, so that's 6 points. Alright. So that was those cards. Vault scoring. I have no vaults. And prophecy cards. Alright, so Lord of War gives me 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Exodus gives me 4 if I've summoned all my workers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dominion, 2 points for each different type of region. So I was in 1, 2, 3 different types. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I probably should have played that at some point, but I forgot to gain the 3 points for rolling all 6. Alright, but that is the final score. So you saw how much of a lead I had on him, and I won by 1 point because he had a ton of magic cards and all of those darkness cards. He just kept getting the darkness track. So this was quite a bit of a longer video than I'm used to doing, but that was Dwellings of Eldervale. It usually plays quicker in person, especially when you're not having to do the ghosts and doing all their actions, the other person's going, and it usually churns pretty quickly. Alright, so I was the Groom. If you sat all the way to the end, I applaud you. I applaud you. And I will see you in the next video.